Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys. When I first saw this picture and I started to see this picture making its rounds, some of these dudes on YouTube are so predictable. They really are. They are so predictable. And at the end of the day, they really, once again, expose themselves and show who they really are. One thing I can take pride in saying is, like I said before, I did things my way. Um, I was always my own man. And like I said, I didn't follow the trend, whatever trend was hot, whether it was sucking up the Triple G or Lomachenko or, just other people and, singing the high praises of Canelo without questioning his resume and some of the things that go behind the scenes when it comes to negotiating with Canelo and just a lot of other things, you know. And I'm proud of saying that. Now, um, I fell out of favor with people behind the scenes, which just want to let you know I don't give a fuck. I'll be okay. Because at the end of the day, I built my channel on my own and I don't need nobody's endorsement. I don't need to make appearances on other people's platforms, and that's just real talk. But like I said before, I'm proud of where my channel is and how I built it from the ground up. And like I said, if I would have did certain things, fell in line, did what people wanted me to do, I probably would have a lot more subscribers. But doing YouTube for the past, 7 years, like I said, people then came and went. There were some people that I'm still cool with when I first got on here that I'm still cool with now. There some people that I started off cool with, but then, at the end of the day, they faded away or we fell out, and that's fine. But once again, like I said before, there's about to be a new narrative, and I'm about to nip it in the bud right away and warn the people, the objective people that have a clear mind, and that's not a fanboy or a fanatic or a cult following to a certain fighter, to watch out for this. Now, people have accused me of having something against Errol Spence and hating Errol Spence. No, I don't hate Errol Spence. I don't know Errol Spence. But I do have a problem with some of his fans, because I've seen what they've tried to do. Not his regular fans, but his fanboys, where they've tried to put him on a higher pedestal just to demean Terrence Bud Crawford. And now that it looked like we are on the verge of finally getting this fight, there's a new narrative that you're going to start seeing content creators put out, because at the end of the day, they're fearful of what the outcome will be. And at the end of the day, they're showing their fear. Okay. And they don't have me fooled one bit, because I know what they're doing. They're showing great concern, because at the end of the day, there were certain people saying, well, we really need this fight, before the end result of the Ugas fight. Oh, do we really need this fight? I mean, it may be too late for this fight. And then, when Errol Spence gets the stoppage, then all of a sudden they, come from out of hiding, and then they start beating their chest, popping off at the mouth. But most of them was pretty quiet, because they was worried about how Errol Spence would look. But now, all of a sudden, they're super confident now. But a lot of them wasn't as confident about a Terrence Crawford fight as they are now based off what happened with Ugas. And once again, Terrence Crawford ain't no damn Ugas. Okay. Y'all do know Terrence Crawford is a undefeated fighter as well as Errol Spence, right? You do know Ugas had 4 losses prior to, because that's what y'all do whenever Terrence Crawford fights. You talk about, well, what the person's record was. But like I said, at the end of the day, I'm going to keep busting y'all asses when y'all come with some bullshit. Not all Errol Spence fans, but his Colt following fans. Not Baltimore Colts. Colt. You know. But, okay, so now here's a new narrative that they're going to try to play. Terrence Crawford is working with Snack, Victor Conti. So now all of a sudden, a red flag has been raised. So now the new thing is that Terrence Crawford might possibly not be legit. And you know what I mean by that. So basically, if he fights Errol Spence and he wins the fight, that's going to be the new excuse or the new narrative to throw at Terrence Crawford and basically try to deprive him of his victory should he win against Errol Spence. That's gonna be the new narrative that people gonna start pushing. But I just want to tell you, don't believe it. It's cap. Funny thing is, they don't say that about Devin Haney, who been working with Victor Conti for years. You see how people wishy-washy with certain things. Like I said, I love doing this to people because, like I said, one, I get tired of the inconsistent blackness because I really could go deep with something else that I witnessed, that I'm seeing. But I'm going to leave that alone for now. But a lot of these dudes on here expose themselves. I mean, show some consistency. So let me get this straight, which I'm not taking a shot at Devin Haney. But I'm just really aiming this towards fake black media at it again with their bullshit. But this is the new narrative that they're going to try to create headed into this fight. Now, keep in mind, there was accusations about Errol Spence, which I debunked. But now this is going to be the new thing that some of these dudes are going to try to throw towards Terrence Crawford. Because once again, they're still not really, they trying to make it look like they're just convinced that Terrence Crawford has next to no chance versus Errol Spence. But we all know that's cap. This is a 50-50 fight. This fight could go either way. But this is what they're going to try to put out. And those videos are going to start showing up pretty soon. But I'm just telling you guys to watch out for it. Because like I said, a lot of these dudes on here are predictable. Now, I know there's going to be some people that's going to see this video and say, damn. Because you know there done been some people that's been caught in lies. You know, about certain stuff pertaining to Terrence Crawford, though. But that's okay. This ain't about, you know what I'm saying? This is about an even keel and making things right. Because at the end of the day, it's okay to be a fan if you team Crawford, and it's okay to be team Errol Spence. But when you start trying to lie on one dude and demean him and shame him to boost up another fighter, and then you doing it to another black man, I'm not going to stand for that. That's just real talk. And I don't give a damn about you dudes having an issue with what I'm saying, because at the end of the day, I'm going to say what I want to say. Like I said before, I don't have no boss. I don't answer to nobody. I don't check in with nobody. But I'm just telling you guys to watch out for that. People are already putting together their excuses. So that's the new narrative they pushing. So look for that to try to play that, So Terrence Crawford working with Victor Conte is suspicious, but Devin Haney isn't. You see the inconsistency with some of these dudes on here? But I'm just trying to tell you that's going to be the new narrative that people going to start pushing. And like I said, if Terrence Crawford wins this fight, that's going to be the excuse. They're going to try to insinuate that, well, he might not be legit. So I'm just telling you guys to watch out for that, because it's starting already. But anyway, it's your boy Town Biz, man. I'm out.